19.99 we've sold these for. Now you've got to remember what you're getting here. For 19.99, you'd be getting white Austrian crystal, Japanese movement, water resistancy. Now, Japanese movement, the only difference between Swiss movement and Japanese movement is that Swiss is done by hand and Japanese movement is done by machine. That's the only difference. You have accurate, reliable timekeeping of Japanese movement. That is why a lot of the big designers use Japanese movement in their watches. Now, there's obviously other types of movement. There's Chinese movement as well, but we actually don't think that Chinese movement is reliable enough. So we don't use Chinese movement here at TJC. We use Japanese, which is incredibly accurate. Now let's go down again, shall we? I'm starting to get people on my phone lines. They look like Michael Kors watches, don't they? You've got a little bit of bling going on, a little bit of the glam factor. But these are practical watches because you've got that water resistancy. If you jump in the shower and you forget you've got your watch on, or you're out and about and it gets wet somehow, you're doing the washing up and you stick your hand in there and you think, oh no, I've got my watch on. Doesn't matter. They're water resistant. Now, I'll tell you something. You see this price on your screen at the moment? This is actually a SmackDown price. This is actually a previous SmackDown price. So, technically speaking, because this is SmackDown, we could actually stick at that price. We didn't have to show you this. We could have said previously sold for $19.99. Then we could have said this is the SmackDown price, because let's be honest, that is the SmackDown price. We have sold this on a previous SmackDown day for $12.99, but guess what? They're not my items. We're going to go lower. You're not paying that SmackDown price. You're paying this SmackDown price. You're paying $9.99. That is the lowest they've ever been. 0800 298 4444. Come and join me. Press your hash key and then make a choice. If you want the white, the silver, that's option number 1 on your keypad. If you want the gold, that's option number 2. Now let me show you how they do up. On the back, you've got your flap over clasp. So really, really easy to get undone, really easy to do back up again. And of course, these links are really, really easy to take out. If you wanted to take those out, this can be made and adjusted to fit your wrist. Now, I actually like my watches quite tight. I know a lot of people like them loose, so it's totally up to you. But the beauty of it is you can decide when it's delivered to your door, which is normally within 3 to 5 days, by the way. Now, you also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, that means that you've got 30 days to decide if you want to keep this or not. If you think, do you know what? No, I'm going to send it back. That's absolutely fine. It's your prerogative to change your mind. Send it back. We'll give you a full refund. But just think, what could you actually get for $9.99? Could you get something better than this? I think that's the thing you've got to think, isn't it? When you're thinking, shall I, shan't I, you've got to think, what else could I get? What could you get for $9.99? Could you get something better? Could you get something you're going to get more wear out of? Could you get something that's going to be complimented more by friends? Something that's going to be more practical? Do you know what? I don't think so. You know, if we were talking a couple of £100, that's different. We're talking $9.99. I'm going to give you 1 more minute, so it's a final chance now to dial that number. And if you do it now, you've got them. 0800 298 4444. Once you're in on that free phone number, press your hash key to confirm that you want it, and then it's option 1 for the white and 2 for the gold. If you want to buy both at that price, I don't blame you, that's option number 3. I love the fact that you've got they haven't just encrusted the outside here around the face, they've actually encrusted the strap as well. And it's all Austrian crystal. I mean, even on the face, on the inside of the face, you've got those beautifully cut, beautifully faceted Austrian crystal. I mean, that looks expensive. I don't know about you, but that looks expensive to me. Super expensive. Certainly does not look like you paid $9.99 for it. I mean, don't tell anyone, that's embarrassing, because that looks expensive. I've got 5 of you there on the lines. Do you know what? I'm going to give you 30 more seconds because I've got actually about 8 of you, 9 of you there at the moment. So don't forget, press your hash key, and then it's 1 for the white, which is the silver, and 2 for the gold, and 3 for both. Oh, I tell you what, we've had a lot of web bidders. Do check out your baskets. Do not forget to check your baskets out, because I know obviously you put it in your basket, so you obviously want what you're buying, but obviously if you don't check your basket out, you won't receive it. So, and obviously, you know, you won't be charged either, but check your baskets out is the bottom line. Well done. Moving on then. I love the fact I've got a really big array of items tonight, all different, everything. I've got something for everyone tonight, and everything is different. I've got more watches though, ironically, coming up for you a little bit later. They are different though, to be fair. You've got all those little crystals, but they're loose crystals, so they're inside and they're floating around the dial. So they're very different. I did say, didn't I? I've got some very different pieces tonight. They're on the way. Look at the straps on those as well. Now, Brazilian smoky quartz, the national gemstone of Scotland. You've got a huge stone there in the centre, a huge stone. This is trillion cut, and you're looking at 4 carats. Now, when Tiffany launched Tanzanite, they could launch it in any cut they wanted. They launched it in trillion cut. You've also got diamonds here as well. So not just smoky quartz, you've got diamonds, and you've also got sterling silver. All right, we've got loads to bring you, so you know what? We're not going to mess around. If you're interested, please do get your phone in your hand, because I think we're going to go fast and furious from now on, really. Previously sold price, oh my goodness me, get on the phones. Get on the phones. This is smoky quartz and diamonds. This is serious smackdown. We're going way under a tenner. Oh my goodness me, look at this, $5.99, you've got 2 minutes. Go, 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 don't miss out. 0800 298 4444, press your hash key and you've got it. This is a smoky quartz and diamond pendant for $5.99. Now this is not just smoky quartz, it's Brazilian smoky quartz. Now the best quartz in the world comes from Brazil. It's also the national gemstone of Scotland. So if you live in Scotland, if you are Scottish, this is the national gemstone of Scotland. It features very heavily as well in the crown jewels, in the Scottish crown jewels, should I say. It's that very large globe on top, that's smoky quartz. A little bit of history as well. Queen Elizabeth I, she had a psychic that used to look into a crystal ball to tell her future. That crystal ball was smoky quartz. So this is steeped in history. It dates right the way back. You've got some beautiful colours in here as well. You've got your chocolate browns, you've got your honeys coming through there, your cognac, but you've also got in smoky quartz that deep cherry red that comes through in certain lights and at certain angles. It's also an internally flawless gemstone. So there's no bubbles, no markings, no imperfections, no inclusions. Smoky quartz is known for that. It's known for being kind of perfect, really. It's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. Smoky quartz, diamonds and sterling silver for $5.99. Unbelievable. You can't even get a small pizza for that. You cannot even get a small pizza for $5.99. Let's be honest about it. Let's just be brutally honest about it. If you went into your Starbucks, Costa, Cafe Nero and you wanted to buy a coffee and a panini, it would cost you more. You'd need more money than that. Unbelievable. These prices, I'm sorry, these prices that we do here at TJC, I still haven't quite got my head around the SmackDown situation. When we do SmackDown, if you've never seen SmackDown before, it's so easy to get involved, and you're going to want to get involved because it's the lowest price you'd have ever seen per item. That's why we're calling it SmackDown. Still to come then, I've got these watches. Now these watches are a little bit different. These watches have floating crystals. Floating crystals inside, on the way shortly. Now, amethyst is what I've got for you now, not just any amethyst. Look at the colour of it. This is Lusaka amethyst. Now, each amethyst stone inside this ring is heart cut. Now, you don't see the heart cut very often. It's actually a very tricky cut to achieve. You need a very skilled lapidress in order to actually achieve a cut like this. You've got sterling silver once again, and you've got gold. So the sterling silver has been dipped in 14 karat gold to give you this regal, affluent look. Look how rich that is. Look how rich the colours are. The purple and the gold look beautiful together, but can you see the clarity of the amethyst? Can you see the colour of the amethyst? When you buy amethyst, you're looking for an intense saturation of colour. You're looking for that vivid purple. You don't want something that's too dark, and you don't want something that's too light. You want something that's dark, but you want something that's vibrant. Nothing that's almost black. Now, as you can see here, you've got that lovely, vibrant purple, haven't you? That violet. Previously sold. Don't forget, have your phone in your hand, because we're rushing through these. Got so much to get through. You're going to see it. You're going to see a new item very, very quickly. $29.99 is our previously sold price. Let's go down. 0800 298 4444. $19.99. That's the lowest this has ever been. The lowest it's ever been. This is real amethyst, and you are talking a lot of amethyst here. You're talking 7 carats in total. And you know what? Let's talk about the silver, because you're actually getting 6.36 grams. Now, what I will say is that with silver and a ring, you're normally looking at about 3 to 3.5 grams with a silver ring. You've got here 6.36. That is a no-brainer. That price, you don't even need to think about it. Look at this from the side. There's only 15 left of these, and I've got 8 of you on my phone lines as it is. This could be a sellout. I'll update you that there's loads of you on my phone lines. I'm not surprised. Look at this. For $19.99, you're getting all of this amethyst, and I am talking 7 carats. 7 carats of amethyst, and not just any amethyst, Lusaka amethyst. Now, I'm pretty sure we're going to be selling out of this. I've got 6 people there. How many have I got left, Luke? 9 left, and I've got 6 of you on the phone lines. There's room for 3 of you. Oh, no, there's not. It's 7 left now. Dropping very, very quickly. How many have we got now, Luke? 5 left. 4 in the size M and 1 in the size L. This is Lusaka amethyst. Look at the colour. Look at the intense saturation of colour that you're getting there. The vivid purples, the regal colours. And of course, in that 14 karat gold overlay, it really does set the amethyst off a treat, doesn't it? It gives it that rich colour. It gives it that rich, affluent look. I've got 3 of you there at the moment. And how many left? How many left, Luke? Oh, really? There's 5 left. You know what? Get a resize. Get a resize. Because, you know, this can be resized. You've got a lot of band to play with. I mean, look at the open gallery there. That allows the light to flood in and bounce off those stones. So you get optimum light refraction from the amethyst. And it's such a beautiful amethyst, this one, isn't it? And those heart-cut stones. Right, press your hash. I've got a couple of you there. Watford. Who's the other one? And Birmingham. Watford and Birmingham. You're both there on the lines. Press your hash key. And then I think it's only a size M. You've dropped off. I'm sorry we didn't have more sizes in that. I'm sure we would have sold out if we did. Okay, I'm going to move on. If you do want those, by the way, they are on the Missit line. You can get that resized. It might be worth thinking about. These watches are on the way for you shortly. We're going to do the watches next, actually. The other watches that I've got, they're bangles. So if you like the look of a bangle, but you also like to wear a watch, I've got the perfect item for you next.